Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Online trading is more popular than ever. But what are the risks and benefits and how does it work? Our money smart expert Khaled and I will discuss this topic together. Welcome Khaled.
Good afternoon, Simon. Thank you.
So my first question to you is, what is online trading?
It's simply a way for investors to access the stock markets without having a broker in the middle. So it basically cut out the need for a broker who was previously the person taking the order from the investors and placing it in the market. So now online trading allowing investors, just like shoppers, to go online and trade and basically buy and sell what they like to invest in.
What type of securities are there and how can you trade them online?
To name a few: stocks, bonds, futures, currencies, commodities, precious metals. You can pretty much buy anything that is on any brokerage house's platform online nowadays.
Okay, well, it's better to have more choice than less choice. And has COVID-19 impacted the amount of people trading online?
Well, to think about it, I would imagine that the number had increased and definitely not decreased, because more and more people probably who worked from home or did not go to the office for one reason or another would have been using the online platform. It's really an industry that, in my opinion, was not impacted by the lockdown and the chaos that was created around COVID. People who had previously been in the office and unable to trade during the working hours for one reason or another, that gave them some more flexibility to be logged in and connected to the market for a longer period of time.
Yeah, and Khaled, what are popular investments that people are trading online?
Today, pretty much as I mentioned earlier, you can pick and choose from a variety of instruments. Stocks and currencies, I would say, are the most popular for investors that are looking to trade online. But yet again, don't forget that there are also mutual funds, there are exchange traded funds, there are other commodities that are also available, and I would say the most popular in this day and age are stocks and foreign currencies.
And how can people with no experience at all in online trading get some knowledge about this?
I think the key here first is for the investor to have some good background about investing and what they really want to invest in before they sign up for an online trading account. This is really a very serious business where it will involve putting your money into an investment, and then you need to have that strong background in investment. I'm not saying an expert, but knowing what you really want to do. Then the next step is really just getting a login, a user ID, a password, and the navigation through the platform nowadays is becoming much easier than it used to be. Technology has definitely been helping online platforms becoming more sophisticated and much simpler to use.
Yeah, and what are the benefits in trading online?
The number one benefit I would say to nowadays is convenience and privacy. Investors can choose what they want to buy and sell without speaking to a person. I mean, that could sometimes be to their disadvantage, but it is a very convenient way of accessing the investment world. Number two, as I mentioned earlier, the cost of executing a transaction has come down significantly than it used to be now, because the cost of execution has become cheaper. So therefore, clients can enjoy lower fees and lower commissions when they trade online versus trading with a live representative.
Yes, and I can imagine if your cost is reduced, your gains will potentially increase as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what are the risks associated with trading online?
Trading versus investments. If the individual whose objective is to take advantage of short-term price fluctuations, they have a completely different objective than those that are investing for the long term and who are buying and holding for a number of days, weeks, or months, or years. And the most critical part about online investing, that once you push that button to buy or sell, that is not easy to reverse, especially if a market order is being placed. So one has to fully be aware of their decisions. Any small mistake with a number could definitely, make it or break it for the investor.
Yeah. So I guess, to be very specific, to focus on the details.
Correct. I mean, the most important part as well is for the investor or for the trader to have a plan in place before going into online trading. Once you have identified your objectives and what you're trying to get out of the investment, what are your comfort zones, and know your limits, then you pretty much have a much better understanding of what to do when you finally logged in and trading.
Khaled, in the Middle East, a lot of people care about Sharia compliant investments. Are there also Sharia compliant investments that you can buy online and trade?
Absolutely. The Sharia aspect of investing is gaining popularity. The companies are screened by experts in this area, where they are added or removed from the Sharia list. In addition to, Sharia has done enough research on identifying the instruments that are Sharia compliant. Thus, this is what we really specialize in ourselves in this field.
And Khaled, Robinhood investors are getting a lot of attention in the media, partially because of sometimes very big moves that they do that shake the markets. What is your view on this?
Well, I've done my research on this company and this approach that they have, where they basically share the pattern of specific investors with other investors to benefit from. So for example, if they realize that one of their clients have successfully executed 10 transactions with profit, then they would tag that investor as an expert. So therefore, if other investors who are new to this, they could just simply start following what this investor is doing. So they buy whatever he's buying or she's buying, and they sell whatever he or she are selling. So this is really not a new concept in investment, and especially the online. But then again, this doesn't really mean that it is a guaranteed approach. So one has to remain careful and focused.
Yeah, absolutely. And Khaled, what else would you like to share with the people watching right now about online trading?
I'd like to just emphasize that whoever wants to enter into the field of investing for the purpose of short-term or long-term, it's good to have a plan. It's good to know your limits and to understand fully the consequences of your actions. We don't want to encourage people to think that this is an easy area to just make money. it isn't, and you might get extremely lucky on several occasions, but without the plan in place and knowing the limits that you're comfortable with, we hate to see people burning their fingers in this industry.
Yeah, I completely agree, Khaled. And thank you so much for sharing your opinion and your expert view with us.
Thank you so much. I'm always delighted to attend to your questions and looking forward to seeing you again.
Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, Khaled. And for the people watching, if you want to know more about online trading, go to our Money Smart community website. We have a lot of good topics, including online trading. Have a nice day. Goodbye.